Imagine standing in an Indian street when suddenly the sky unleashes ice balls the size of basketballs. Cars are smashed, roofs cave in, and people run for their lives. Today, we are diving deep into this jaw-dropping hailstorm footage from India that has taken the internet by storm. The scale is absolutely massive. Get ready for the full story behind these giant hailstones, what causes them, and why this kind of extreme weather is becoming more common. Stay with me till the end because the details are unbelievable. Hailstorms are one of nature's most destructive forces, but what we're seeing in this Indian footage takes it to another level. Large white ice chunks, some looking bigger than footballs, are crashing down onto a busy street. The ground is already flooded with muddy water. A white car is parked on the side, and you can see these massive hailstones bouncing off its roof and hood with huge splashes. One after another they fall, creating craters in the water and damaging everything in their path. The video shows a typical Indian market area, with vegetable stalls full of tomatoes, cucumbers, and other produce. Suddenly, these giant hailstones start hammering down. Shopkeepers and passers-by are scrambling for cover. The hailstones hit the tin roofs with loud thuds that sound like explosions. Some roll across the flooded road, while others smash directly into vehicles and buildings. The sheer size makes it look like something from a disaster movie, but this is real footage capturing one of the most intense hail events caught on camera recently. To understand how hail this big forms, we need to look at the science. Hailstones develop inside powerful thunderstorms called supercells. These storms have strong updrafts that carry water droplets high into the atmosphere, where temperatures drop below freezing. The droplets freeze into ice and start to grow as more water freezes onto them. The stronger the updraft, the longer the ice stays suspended and the bigger it gets before falling to the ground. In this Indian case, conditions were perfect for extreme hail formation. Warm, moist air near the surface, combined with cold air higher up, created massive instability in the atmosphere. Strong winds and powerful thunderstorms allowed these hailstones to grow to enormous sizes. Experts say hailstones over 5 centimeters are considered large, but what we see here looks much bigger, possibly 10 to 15 centimeters or more in diameter. That's the size of a large grapefruit or even a small melon. The damage potential is enormous. A hailstone the size of a tennis ball can dent car bodies and break windows. When they reach baseball size, they can injure people and destroy roofs. At the sizes shown in this video, they can crack windshields, smash tiles, and cause serious injuries. In the footage, you see the white car taking multiple direct hits. The roof dents visibly, and the force creates big splashes in the floodwater. Imagine being caught outside without shelter. These hailstones could easily cause concussions or broken bones. India is no stranger to severe weather. The country experiences a wide range of climates, from the hot deserts of Rajasthan to the tropical coasts and the high Himalayas. During the pre-monsoon and monsoon seasons, thunderstorms are very common, especially in northern and central regions. States like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh often report damaging hail. Farmers suffer the most because hail can destroy entire crops in minutes. Standing wheat fields, fruit orchards, and vegetable farms can be wiped out, leading to huge financial losses. This particular video seems to capture an urban area with narrow streets, multi-story buildings, shops, and auto rickshaws in the background. The flooding suggests heavy rain accompanied the hail, which is typical. The combination of hail and flash flooding makes the situation even more dangerous. People cannot easily run because the roads are slippery and filled with water, while ice bombs fall from the sky. Looking at historical records, the largest officially recorded hailstone fell in South Dakota, USA in 2010. It measured about 20 centimeters across and weighed nearly 900 grams. But there have been many reports of giant hail around the world. In 2024 and 2025, several European countries, including Italy, France, and Spain, saw hailstones large enough to damage cars and greenhouses. Australia, China, and parts of South America have also recorded extreme hail events.
Climate scientists suggest that extreme weather events like giant hail may be increasing due to climate change. Warmer air can hold more moisture, leading to stronger thunderstorms with more intense updrafts. While not every storm is directly caused by global warming, the overall trend shows more frequent and severe hail in many regions. India, with its large population and dependence on agriculture, is particularly vulnerable. Let's talk about safety during such events. If you hear thunder or see dark storm clouds, seek shelter immediately. Stay indoors or inside a strong building. Cars offer some protection, but large hail can still break windows or dent the body badly. Avoid windows and stay away from skylights. If you are driving, pull over in a safe place and cover your head if possible. After the storm passes, be careful because roads will be slippery with ice and water. Farmers in hail-prone areas use various protection methods. Some install hail nets over high-value crops like grapes and apples. Others use insurance schemes offered by the government. Early warning systems from meteorological departments help people prepare. In India, the India Meteorological Department issues thunderstorm and hail warnings, but sometimes these storms develop quickly. The economic impact of a single severe hailstorm can run into millions of dollars. Destroyed vehicles, damaged homes, lost crops, and medical costs add up quickly. In rural India, where many families depend on one harvest, a hailstorm can push them into debt. Government relief programs often provide compensation, but the process can be slow. Beyond the physical damage, these events affect communities psychologically. People feel helpless when nature strikes so violently. Children get scared, elderly people worry about their homes, and daily life comes to a halt. The cleanup takes days or weeks, as broken glass, dented metal sheets, and fallen branches need removal. Comparing this Indian footage to other viral hail videos, we see similarities. There was a famous hailstorm in Mexico where hailstones covered streets like snow. In Australia, giant hail broke through house roofs. But the combination of flooding and massive hail in a crowded Indian street makes this video particularly dramatic. The way the hailstones bounce and splash creates an almost apocalyptic scene. What causes the variation in hailstone size? It depends on the storm's structure. Multiple freezing cycles make layered hailstones that look like onions when cut. Some are clear ice, others milky white, depending on air bubbles trapped inside. The giant ones in this video appear mostly white and somewhat irregular in shape, which is common for very large hail. Meteorologists use radar to track these storms. Doppler radar can detect the strong updrafts associated with giant hail. In the future, better forecasting and early alerts can save lives and property. Technology like smartphone alerts and community warning systems are improving. For those interested in weather phenomena, this is a classic example of a severe convective storm. The ingredients are moisture, instability, and lift. In India during summer, the land heats up rapidly, creating the perfect conditions. Dust particles from dry regions can also act as nuclei for ice formation. Looking globally, hail is not new, but record-breaking events seem more frequent. In 2023, a storm in Texas produced hail larger than grapefruits. Similar reports come from Brazil and China. Scientists continue to study whether this is part of natural variability or influenced by human activity. If you live in a hail-prone area, prepare an emergency kit. Include helmets for head protection, sturdy shoes, flashlights, and first aid supplies. Reinforce your roof if possible, and park cars under shelter. For farmers, diversifying crops and using resistant varieties helps reduce risk.
The video also highlights infrastructure challenges. Many buildings in developing regions have weak roofs that cannot withstand heavy hail. Narrow streets make evacuation difficult. Better urban planning and stronger building codes could reduce future damage. As we watch these ice balls falling like rocks from the sky, it reminds us how powerful nature is. Humans have built impressive cities and technology, but a few minutes of extreme weather can humble everyone. The people in the video are lucky to have been filming from a relatively safe spot, probably a balcony overlooking the street.
Expanding on hail formation process. Water droplets are carried up to heights where temperatures are -20 degrees Celsius or lower. They freeze and collide with supercooled droplets that freeze on contact. This process repeats as long as the updraft supports the weight. When the hailstone becomes too heavy, it falls. In supercell storms, the rotating updraft can keep hail growing for a long time. In this Indian storm, the hail must have formed in a very strong thunderstorm cell. The flooding indicates high precipitation rates. Heavy rain and hail together suggest a mesoscale convective system. Impacts on transportation. Hail can make roads dangerous. Vehicles slide on ice-covered surfaces. Flights get delayed or canceled when airports are hit. In extreme cases, train tracks and signals can be affected. For wildlife, hailstorms are devastating. Birds, livestock, and wild animals can be killed or injured. Crops destroyed means less food for everyone. Economic data from past Indian hailstorms shows losses in thousands of crores of rupees over the years. The government has schemes like Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana for crop insurance, which helps, but coverage is not universal. Personal stories from survivors often describe the sound as terrifying, like continuous explosions or machine gun fire. The suddenness leaves no time to react. Prevention is limited, but mitigation is possible. Cloud seeding is sometimes tried, but results are mixed. Better weather monitoring using satellites and ground stations helps. This footage serves as a wake-up call about extreme weather preparedness. Whether you believe in climate change or not, these events are happening and we must adapt. Continuing with more details on global comparisons. In 1986, Bangladesh had a hailstorm that killed 92 people. In China, giant hail has damaged solar panels and vehicles extensively. The United States sees the highest number of severe hail reports due to excellent monitoring. In India, the monsoon brings relief from heat, but also brings these risks. Understanding the patterns helps communities prepare better. The visual impact of the video is why it went viral. The contrast between the everyday street scene and the sudden chaos is striking. People going about their business suddenly faced with nature's fury. If this happened in your city, what would you do? Having a plan is important. Teach children to go indoors at the first sign of thunder. Keep emergency numbers handy. Scientific research continues on hail suppression and prediction. Universities and meteorological organizations study these events to improve models. The beauty of nature includes both gentle rain and destructive hail. Respecting its power is key to survival. To reach deeper understanding, consider the physics. Terminal velocity of large hailstones can exceed 100 kilometers per hour. That kinetic energy causes the damage we see on the white car in the video. Local authorities in affected areas usually conduct damage assessments and provide relief. Community support plays a big role in recovery. This event, while dramatic, is part of Earth's dynamic weather system. Documenting and studying it helps us learn. That wraps up our deep dive into this incredible giant hailstorm in India. The footage is a powerful reminder of nature's force. Stay safe during severe weather, stay informed, and prepare as best as you can. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more extreme weather stories and explanations. Share your own hailstorm experiences in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.
अंदर ले जाओ जल्दी गिरने वाली है। अरे मेरी दुकान, ओहो बचाओ, हट जाइए, हट जाइए। वो घर की छत फट गई।